Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
Here we go, back.
First down, here's White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Bucs at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw on 3rd down. Dowling. He's got White here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Here's White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Dowling. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. This a 31-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on the defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
3, and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in his state at Florida Atlantic. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates him.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground and to do it with a sack on their first drive. What a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 43. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one completes out of Pierce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A partner that locked in man coverage out left and end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Running out of the gun with White. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
On 1st down, Dowling. Touchdown! Alec Pierce, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Taken right around the 44. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. There he goes, left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Big guys. What you got?
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore from 17 yards out. And the Cardinals are back within a score. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Downing. And he's got Pierce. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Dowling. Throw left side complete. That's Burns. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
And we'll pause here for an injury. I believe that's a running back. Yeah, that's Rashad White, who's shaken up. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
Running from the gun, Johnson.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dowling. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th.
Johnson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. He's still in search of his first rushing touchdown of the year, but not on that play.
I just wonder if he has some frustration starting to build a little bit because he hasn't gotten into the end zone. Has to just stay calm, stay within himself, just let it happen.
Johnson again, and this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun. Dowling. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Right back to Singletary on second down.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
57 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Steps away. And that's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field is halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Second and 10.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Here's Murray from midfield. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Here's Blake Gillikin now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They're on the 29-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dowling.
This ball complete to Trey Palmer.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Looking to throw. Dowling.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And that's going to be incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Partner, you got to check this out, because while they rightly congregate around the guy who just made the play on field, take a look at the sideline, because they all went over to congratulate their punter, because they remember it was his kick that set them up so close to the end zone and gave them an opportunity to get the safety that we just saw to add to their lead. That's teamwork right there. Full complimentary football, and they got it done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Downing. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Back to throw. Downing. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man Johnson. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
This one taken in by Otten.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cade Otten, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
That's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Throwing now is Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
A final shot before half from Murray. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you just have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
26 yards. First down, Cardinals.
First down, Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Murray. On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Singletary, they'll run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They begin the drive with Johnson. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Downing. That's completed right side to Palmer. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ty Johnson, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from going up by 40. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a lot.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 15. 119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A wet track like this, I don't know if it helps anybody, but it probably helps the offensive player running the ball more than the defense.
And while they're doing that, there's also the matter of focus. Not letting the elements get in the way of still doing everything you're supposed to do. Although you do think to yourself, I've got to hold it a little bit tighter and be more careful with my footing.
He was careful, got a big run out of it. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
At the 16-yard line.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to claw one back. A Cardinals offense staying put. Obviously, watch out for Kyler's legs. They'll go for two here. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing on first down. Dowling. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Downing. Complete. It's Johnson. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Dowling. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
B.J. Ojulari able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Murray now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line.
177 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Devin Singletary taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The Cardinals offense staying put. Obviously, watch out for Kyler's legs. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Delivers another one to Pierce.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Dowling.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken around the 12. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That is caught. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25. DeAndre Hopkins.
Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 79 yards.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit.
I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Operating from the gun. Dowling. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Murray now. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Murray.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up.
Back to throw again.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Murray again.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And the Cardinals first down.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 9.
And now an audible here into something else.
On second down, here's Murray. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
And this offense on third down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Here's Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. You got the big lead defensively. You need to get that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Murray going to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
Now Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bucs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's caught by Johnson.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in?
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.